this Sabi's lightsaber workshop, have you seen what else they have besides those lightsabers you can build?
My friend went in it. He took video.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he's been there. He said it's expensive as fuck.
Oh no, those
Like,
aren't expensive compared to what
well,
I
right,
have.
but I mean, for a kid, $200. I'm not giving my kid $200 just to build a damn lightsaber. I mean, it's just expensive. But I mean, it's just he said the whole ballpark. He said the whole Star Wars thing is expensive.
Oh, of course it is.
He spent over $4,000, and he was there for 4 hours because there's a time limit. Once your 4 hours is done, you got to get out the park.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, and he said the drinks are like $81, close to $81. The drinks, the food, he said, is ridiculously expensive. He's like they overpriced a lot of stuff that you could just get like at a Toys R Us or something. But since it's a Star Wars park, it's 10 times more expensive. I mean, he said the coolest thing there is that you could build your own R2D2 life size R2. But
life size.
Yeah, life size, like a real.
How the hell are you gonna put that in the plane? Oh, okay.
That's the thing. You're paying $23,000 for a life size R2D2, and I'm like, why are you offering stuff like that people are not gonna buy? Like, unless I'm a celebrity, that I go, oh, I want an R2 that's I built myself, and it does it to my command and my voice commands. It's stupid. You could buy. Let's say I want to buy Kylo Ren's suit. He said I could buy it. I can't wear it. You can't wear costumes into the Star Wars park at all. They give you a guideline before you get there that what you could wear. You can't wear the Jedi cloak. You know how you look like the Obi-Wan cloak?
Yeah.
You can't go in there like that.
So I can't bring my cloak.
You can't bring your cloak because only the people in the park, because people are dressed up in the park and they don't want people to be distinguished between cosplayers and actual workers.
Okay. All right.
So
I get that though. That doesn't bother me too much, actually.
No, but it's kind of dumb because it's like if you're, I don't know. I mean, they do give you certain guidelines. You could dress up like Rey. There's one clothing of Rey that you could dress up and walk in.
Well, I saw that they have a store for that, like that you can, dress up and stuff.
Yeah, but those are the ones that they allow you to wear.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, remember the Anakin clothing?
Yes.
Without the robe, that it looks normal.
The
black one.
Yeah. Yes,
you could walk around in that.
Oh, okay.
That one you could walk around the same way as Obi-Wan's white version, without the cloak.
Gotcha.
You could walk around.
All right, I understand.
So I was like, yeah. But that lightsaber joint, I told my wife, I said, I'm definitely doing it the minute we land.
You're gonna build a lightsaber. But
I'm
what they also have though are and I forgot what exactly they called them, but they have lightsabers of the actual lightsabers, like of the like Luke's and Anakin's and Darth Maul's and. They're called not legacy lightsabers. They're called like antique or something like that. And I forgot the name, but they come in a cool like box that has the Rebel Alliance or Empire or whatever symbol on it, and it's a cool box. You open it, and it's just like these, the ones on our walls here. But. They're like $100. Those alone. Of course you would.
How much is the box?
No, it's $100.
Oh, so the box and the saber is $100.
Right.
Okay.
And but they're they're like these, the ones that are up on our walls, huh?
Just the handles and not the blades.
Just the handles. I think the blades it might be more. I don't know how much more, but you can put the blade in. And then there's like a twist that locks it into place, and then it turns on. But it doesn't. But it only turns on a certain color, the same color that blade is known for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Return of the Jedi, red. Luke is green, no matter what.
Right.
It's not like the one from Sabi's that you change the crystal color and then you get a different blade color. That's hot.
That is how you choose your blade.
The only problem that I've been seeing and people have been complaining about those blades is that they're the hilts are too kind of thick. They're like this, Not like that. Not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating, but they're kind of like they're not as they're not as thin as these say. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I think the reason why is you're building your
Yeah,
own,
yeah,
and I think because from watching the video of how it's made, they're giving you different pieces to put together. So you could choose the head of it, you could choose the body of it, you could choose whatever. And I think that's the problem. I think because you get to choose the way you designing your own saber.
yeah. Right.
I think that's the way the pieces could put together. Whereas those are already made. Those are all molded, so you can make them skinny and handmade already. Whereas you're building your own. I like the fact that they come around and they have different colored crystals, the kyber crystals.
That's that's the seller
Yeah.
right there. That because
Yeah.
with the different crystals,
Mhm.
I could buy 3 different crystals, and if I feel like I'm in a Sith mood, I'll just stick the crystal in, and I'm a Sith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
cool. I'm
Which-
gonna do I'm doing a red one.
Which is which is different. Which is kind of like the more expensive sabers that Saber Forge and Ultra Sabers sell. They sell certain kinds of sabers that you can just change the color by pressing a button.
Okay.
You
So
know what
an
I'm saying?
LED.
Like Vader's
Mhm.
Vault. Vader's Vault is another company that they have a saber called Pectorplexo, and because they're they're amazing. They if you see the videos, Vader's Vault they're called. You could take it doesn't matter what the saber is. You know if you could change it from green to blue to red to it's like wow, once blade. But the problem is. They're mad expensive. Some of them push up to at least $1,000, and I'm like, dear God. But then when you see it I'm like, oh wow, you get what you pay for, But these,
Yeah, I mean, I know how you feel because I felt the same way when we went we go to Comic-Con and I see dudes walking around with the proton packs, the Ghostbuster proton
Yeah,
packs.
that's what
and
I'm
I
saying.
asked them how much do they cost and they're like $2,000.
That's insane.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is not even a movie prop. It's just a replica of the proton pack.
Exactly.
Like, why is it so? And they were
like
the
if
pieces and the
yeah.
molding and I was like, ugh.
like
I was
if
like,
I
that
was
sucks.
like if I like my question would have been like $2,000. So how much did you ask Universal to? Was it Universal? What company? Sony.
Yeah.
So how much did you ask Sony to borrow that?
Yeah.
Then obviously they didn't give it to you.
Yeah,
know?
it's a ridiculous amount. I mean, that's why I don't own one because I would love to have that on my wall, a proton pack. But
There's got to be a kind of like a mid budget version of it somewhere that
No,
is still
there
real,
is.
but it's not like real.
right, there is there are replicas but the only problem is that it doesn't come with the back piece.
Mm.
Like you'll have the shell and the wand, but the thing is like when you see them put it on, they have like this metal brace behind them to harness their back with the big like a backpack type thing. And I don't know. It's just 2,000 is way expensive.
All right,
I picked this up this week.
Oh, cool!
Right,
Nice.
it's a 35-year anniversary. Right.
Yeah.
So this is limited. This is a 5-disc set. Comes with 1 disc with 9 never before seen footages that they took out from the movie.
Oh, okay.
And people were raving about it because they were like some scenes, thank God they took out.
Speaking of Bill Murray, how much did they pay him to make The Dead Don't Die?
The Dead, I don't think he gets paid that much.
Why?
I don't. Maybe he does, but I don't.
That movie was Alex. That movie. Oh, Alex, how you doing, man?
It's funny because I'm looking forward to it.
Like it made
I
me
kinda
appreciate it. Let me put it to you this way: it made me appreciate X-Men: Dark Phoenix a little bit more because I walked out disappointed in that film, and I was like, "Dang, that movie could have been just better and stuff." And I had my gripes about it, but then I saw this, and I was like, "Oh no."
Well, what would you? Let's put it this way: what were you expecting when you first sat down to see it?
When I saw the preview, you see, the preview was a little deceptive. When I saw the preview, I was like, okay, this looks pretty funny. I knew it was gonna be comedic. I knew it wasn't a serious horror movie. I was thinking of something along the lines of either Zombieland or Shaun of the Dead, somewhere in that line of comedy. Okay, doesn't have to be exactly, but somewhere in that line, and it failed in both.
See, for me, when I saw the trailer, I saw dark humor. Like I didn't see Shaun of the Dead, and I didn't see Zombieland. I saw more dark humor. That's why I was like, oh, because I like kind of the movies like that, like Cable Guy, where it's not.
Yeah, but this wasn't even dark humor. This was more like blah humor.
Mm.
Like, that's the way I felt about it. Like, yeah, you can laugh about it, but it was kind of like a okay. I mean,
was it like female Ghostbusters humor?
No, that was funnier.
Oh no, I can't even.
And that movie wasn't that great, and yet it was funnier. I remember laughing very well a few times in that one. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, yo, God, I like. It was just such a disappointment. I don't even know how I mean, I reviewed it anyway. I haven't posted it yet, but I haven't edited it and put it together yet. But it's just I'm like, okay, lesson learned.
Yeah, it's funny. Like movies like that, I'm a little. Actually, I've been afraid to see anything. Anything I've been watching trailers lately, I'm just like, nope. I'm like, you're not selling me no more. Well, like, I saw the Terminator. I was like, you're not selling. They look like a piece of crap.
You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna go see Terminator.
I don't think I'm gonna. My wife doesn't want to see it. She's like, I'm done. You know what it is? My wife is very like now. She's becoming very, very picky.
Like you.
Like I'm not picky. I just don't like reboots. I hate reboots. There's a difference. Like I will see new movies. I will go see horror movies. It doesn't bother me no more. Okay. But when it comes down to reboots, I'm done with them. Like I don't care if like the Men in Black. I already knew that was gonna be crap the minute they announced the damn movie.
I think I would have gone
Men in Black, but they decided to do it.
I think I would have gone and enjoyed that more. Let me tell you something. I don't know how I can go worse than this movie, The Dead Don't Die. I don't know how worse I can go with it now at this point. It was just all around terrible, man. So anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our rant. Alex from Dynamic Range Media and Cinema Crisis.
I'm not gonna see Spiderman. That I tell you right now.
Why?
I'm pretty much done with. I'm pretty much like 95% done with comic book movies.
What?
Like after Endgame, like me and Pablo talked about this. I honestly, I can't explain it as much, but I'm pretty much done with the phases. Like I hate multiverses. I hate time travel. Like that stuff. And I stopped watching the television superheroes.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm done with all of those CW, Arrows, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. Like I'm done with all that crap. Like I have no time for that crap. Even when I saw the Joker trailer, I was like, oh, this is cool. This is a rated R movie. And I'm like, all right, great. But again, this doesn't tie to a universe. So I'm like, who cares? It's like, like I'm at a point that I want to see something new and different.
Okay.
And that's why I've been trying to. That's why I was like, oh, The Dead Don't Die. I was like, maybe I'll go see that. When I saw X-Men, it was the same crowd. X-Men was like, we see this in X-Men 3. Like, why did they have to rehash X-Men 3 with the Dark Phoenix when that was gonna be doo-doo? And that was doo-doo. And it's funny because I don't know if you noticed this. I bet you didn't notice this. The guy who did Dark Phoenix was the writer of X-Men Last Stand.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the writer for Last Stand is the director and writer of Dark Phoenix.
Oh,
and that's why everyone was like, this is crap. I mean, it was crap the first time. He just crapped it the second time.
Jeez.
The only thing I would give him my respect because he owned up to it. He goes, it's not the studio's fault. It's not the actor's fault. He goes, this is on me. He was like, it's a story that I did and the audience couldn't connect to it. And I'm like, that is a director that knows, you know what? I wrote shit, I directed shit, and that, guess what? It's on me.
And if only Ryan Johnson can just be like that.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think Ryan Johnson. See, the thing is, I don't know. I can't, because I like Last Jedi, so I can't. I, I'm gonna wait to see how Rise of Skywalker ties in. If the stories work out in a way that 1, 2, and 3 feels like it connects,
yeah,
then I'll be like, you know what? I bet people just.
I'd like to think that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that Rise of Skywalker will somehow make me understand and better appreciate The Last Jedi, and kind of like tie in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi a little bit tighter, a little bit more with a kind of fluidity that will make the story complete, thus ending the saga. I want to see that happen.
Well, you are going to see the Knights of Ren, so that
means
yeah. Right, so you're already gonna see that it's gonna tie to Force Awakens because that's when they introduced them in the shadow scene, the foreshadowing from Rey touching the Luke's saber or Anakin, whoever the hell you want to say. So you get to see that. Now, in terms of if Luke does come back, that could be a time travel thing. I don't know if they're gonna do that whole thing with Ezra taking out Ahsoka from the Jedi Temple and of the time travel. I forgot the name of the damn thing when he went and pulled Ahsoka out of the finale of season 3, I think, when she fought Darth Vader.
Yeah,
he pulled her out. So I don't know if they're gonna do that, and I hope they don't. But if they do, then it's like, ugh. But check out the footage. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna we're gonna end it here, and until next time, what do you guys think about the topics that we discussed? You know, the Ghostbusters Blu-ray, 4K. Star Wars, how that's gonna tie up, Terminator, how bad the dead don't die. Did you like it? Talk to us. Comment below and share with us what you think. Okay, so there's Alex from Cinema Crisis and Ralph here from Strange Planet NYC signing off.